Okay, so let's get into it. Amber Portwood has a new boyfriend, some distinguished looking dude who isn't even from the United States. So everybody has pretty much reported on it. They said that Gary and Gary's wife were already following him on Instagram. I don't even have to report on it. What I'm trying to report on is that people are using Andrew's name in a very bad light, saying that he also moved on fast. And who are we talking about? We're talking about Brittany. Yes, the same girl who was supposedly the new boo to, and this is just hilarious to me. Honestly, she was reported the new boo to David Eason, and then I debunked it because I literally jumped in David Eason's DM and asked him, "Hey, is this your new boo?" And he's like, "No, I just took a picture with her. She's a fan. I take a picture with a lot of pretty women." And a lot of people were like, "I don't believe him. They were just too cozy in that photo." However, I believed him, like it was just a fan. Although later on it was reported by me that she actually invited him to come up to Kentucky, or she was going to fly to North Carolina before he asked her for a booty call. And honestly, I was just like, well, if you are inviting yourself to a man's house, or you are inviting a man up to where you stay and it's states and states away, what would you expect? You wouldn't expect, "Oh, I'm just gonna fly my friend out after I took a fan picture with him." No, David Eason was expecting sex. And honestly, it's like, what else would you expect if you invite me out to your place states and states away? And then he tried to stay the night with her. That time he had court with Janelle, and she, chickened out and blah, blah, blah. So that she actually like messaged me and said that she didn't want to be in the headlines and she didn't want to be on the front line, and she had gotten so much negative attention for concocting a friendship with David Eason that she just doesn't want it anymore. So now we fast forward to Andrew Glennon. Now I just reported that Amber was in a new relationship. So this Brittany girl like inboxed me and was like, "Well, Andrew has moved on as well." Then she started posting pictures of Andrew on her social media. So she posted this picture. She was like, "Andrew likes the butterflies." And then she also posted up this picture and she was like, "Doesn't he look comfy?" So me being the blunt person that I am, I'm like, "Listen, I'm not about to report this on my page because I honestly feel like, Brittany, you're clout chasing." So I jumped in Andrew's DM to flat out ask him. I said, "Brittany is reporting that you are with her right now. What's up?" So he says, "LOL negative ghostwriter. I've no time for anything but caring for James right now. And I'll be single for some time throughout this healing process and the rebuilding of my new life as a single father." So I told him, like, I kind of guessed that she was clout chasing. How did she get the pictures she has, which are very cozy and pictures we have not seen before? He says, "She's known for such behavior or something fairly odd. I met up with her early one morning while on a trip visiting my friends in Nashville who were there for a business meeting. We had lunch. She seemed genuine, but the actions taken are far from that. I'm trying to get back to some semblance of a private life, and I don't think that was respected. Sort of turned me off of even trusting people, to be honest. More of a reason to stay single. Definitely fooled me." Whew. So from these DMs from Andrew, I can tell that he was expecting more. But Brittany is pretty much clout chasing now. How do you take a picture with David Easton and then play up your relationship and say, "Oh, wait, I'm not friends with him anymore because he asked me, to hook up. But I was alluding to a hookup this entire time." And then this thing with Andrew, he actually trusted you because he's in a vulnerable state right now. God bless him, and you totally used him, had these pictures of him that you were ready to expose because you want to be on reality television. Now, some of the conversations that me and Brittany have had in the past is I've expressed to her that yeah, MTV and Teen Mom and Teen Mom 2 have wanted me in the audience because they thought that I could give good reactions in the reunion specials. And she's also shared that she's been offered a couple of spots in reality television. And now I see the fact that she was sweating David Eason and now she's sweating Andrew, that she wants to be in some kind of limelight as well. Like, it doesn't make any sense for you to post these pictures of this dude who totally trusted you. I have a very soft spot for Andrew because I feel like he's been through a lot of shit. And if he actually trusted somebody enough to go to lunch with them, knowing that they were a fan, I just feel like, why disrespect the time that you had with him and get online and post these pictures and act like it's something that is not? Full-time being, you have a boyfriend. I have a boyfriend too. And I want to go on a date with Devon. But do you think my boyfriend is going to let me go on a date with Devon from Teen Mom 2? Absolutely not. I feel like everybody needs to take a step back, okay? Because it's clear that Brittany is chasing something bigger than what she has now. And I absolutely don't know what's going on because every time she posts something and people comment, she says, he's just a friend. He's just a friend. Clearly, that's not what Andrew thought, and you put him back in a darker spot than he already was. And honestly, the exploitation of Andrew is kind of low, considering everything that he's been through with his ex, and he just wants somebody. He wants to find a foundation, all this and a third. So I feel like, Brittany, what the hell are you trying to do? First of all. Second of all, Andrew seems like the sweetest person ever, and you used him the same way you used David Eason to be posted on the Teen Mom fan pages. And all I have to say is, before I post you, I'll reach out to the men in your life the same way I reached out to David Eason and I was like, look, she's saying this, that, and the third. Is the same way I reached out to Andrew saying, look, she's saying this, that, and the third. Because it's not too many times that you get a double entendre like this. What y'all think?